How I am doing? Well, it's one of those questions that bounce around like a dodgeball between two teammates when neither of them really wants to play. Words I slap into the faces I should recognize but don't. Something I say to make sure everyone knows I'm really nice. A bit of personal propaganda that for a few seconds makes me feel like I checkmated God in heaven myself. Then it's my turn and I lie. Say I'm good, I'm fine, splendid, nice weather, cool shoes. I'll text you, maybe.
Gloomy is Sunday, my hours are slumberless. Dearest, the shadows I live with are numberless. Little white flowers will never awaken you, not where the black coach of sorrow has taken you. Angels have no thought of ever returning you. Would they be angry if I thought of joining you? Gloomy Sunday.
I lie because each morning I seem to face a different girl in the mirror than the one I smiled goodnight to yesterday. They come and go, sometimes by week, sometimes by hour, a fluidity that determines whether I walk in a unified pace or run in a pathetic attempt to escape. It's the days in which my skin crawls that I drink water by gallons, test mirrors for warps and wrinkles and probe my finger for its pH, all trying to convince my eyes that the girl in the mirror, that isn't really me. How can I love a thing that I can't even see?
I feel very much like I'm in like a very transitionary period in my life. I feel like I'm like waiting for a plane to sort of go off, but there's no like departure time. I guess I'm just trying to like pinpoint the feeling, but I have not been able to do that so far. And I'm also not really taking the time to pinpoint it because I can't be bothered to be upset for no reason, you know what I mean? I'm like sort of levitating above my own body sometimes.
I lie because I don't know how to tell you that I'm still peering through the eye holes of a mascot costume I accidentally stepped into years ago. That I used and abused it without realizing that this is the only one I would get. With my mind stuck between its zipper, I no longer fit. I wonder what lies beneath all this skin. How I can stretch its skeleton and hand in my resume to stop me from having to cheer for a team I don't even support anymore. I lie because the caricature I've made of myself with fingers the shape of frankfurters and fluid-filled ankles preparing for a global drought seems to appear everywhere, so much so that I can no longer tell the difference between drawing and reality. Because what if no one told me what the circumference of my skull was supposed to be by 22, or that the chicken breasts hanging from my triceps are meant to dangle when I dance? Am I supposed to believe the voice that tells me the money I saved up is not for trinkets and trips to the sea, but for knives and stitches, to glue something back together that was never broken in the first place? Do I trust the eyes that make my body inflate, that tempt my mind for the sky, whilst leaving my limbs to carry the sandbags that one day will be needed to keep the regret from drowning me when I finally look back and realize that perhaps scrutinizing a body learning how to live had been as useless as blaming my tears for teaching me how to cry? Strangely enough, it was never the body that succumbed to the pinching, squeezing, measuring and quantifying. It ended up being the very mind, trapped within its own house of cards, that lost the ability to live. It's been me and her for so long, I think that's why it doesn't fit.